Hello YouTube family, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you very much for clicking on my video. For today we're going to go ahead and review some stands that you could be able to go ahead and put on your cell phone and use those as an accessory. Now, two of these though, you could actually go ahead and use as a wallet. It's going to have some space in the back that you could be able to go ahead and slide in either your ID or your most used credit card. So it has room for that. But to me, it was going to be basically kickstands that actually go flat up against your cell phone. And so, that's something that I could see some people would like to use that type of accessory to have on their phone. Now, these type of kickstands, the thing with these is that it actually has an adhesive back. So they're actually going to go ahead and be attached to your phone using adhesive that's already on the kickstand. Now, this is the thing with that. I understand what some people are saying. I don't want to be putting any kind of adhesive anything on top of my phone that's already costing me $800-900, and next thing you know I have some residue on there that I need to take off, right? Because that's the one thing that nobody wants. And so you go in and start thinking, do I really want to buy this for my phone to be able to put it on there? Well, there's one thing you have to know. Some of our phones nowadays, they're actually glass, so taking residue off glass is such a lot easier now than what it was before. But these kickstands that we're going to go ahead and put on our phones, yes, it does have adhesive. They do go ahead and attach to the phone. But that's what's going to make them more secure to stay on the phone. There is one thing, though, that you could be able to use to go ahead and put that adhesive on, and that would be in back of a case. So now, not only is your phone still protected, right, regards to the case that you have, now you also have a kickstand right in the back of your phone that you could be able to go ahead and use. Now, these are the kickstands that we're going to be looking over. The first one is going to be the Ringke, or Ringke. As a Mexican, I'm going to say Ringke. But we're going to go ahead and look at this one. This is actually $9.99 at Amazon. And don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and put the links down there on the bottom. So if you want to go ahead and buy them, we could go ahead and purchase them. Now, I will say this, and before I go any further, none of these companies or brands send me any of this stuff. I went ahead and purchased this with my own money. Any reviews that I do, I'm purchasing with my own money. This has nothing to do with them sending me anything so that we could be able to go ahead and do a review for them in regards to something that they want me to do. Now, I'm paying out of my pocket and I'm buying these so that I could be able to go ahead and give you guys a full review and my opinion on it, and that way you guys can make the decision of whatever you guys want to go ahead and do, whether you want to buy it or you want to pass and go with something else. The next one that we have is going to be the Elfstorm Kixstand. Now, this one is actually exclusive through T-Mobile. And it's funny because I was going through T-Mobile's page and I saw it and I was like, hey, this looks similar to what I was looking for as a kickstand, right? That's nice and thin. Let's go ahead and buy it. Unfortunately, this one doesn't look like it has room for it to be any kind of a wallet that could be able to, you could be able to go to put an ID or a credit card. Nope, this is just a kickstand. But that's what we're looking at, right? We're looking at kickstands. So this one now is through T-Mobile and it's also $9.99. So you could be able to go ahead and purchase this. Now, I went to their site because I thought, well, they have to have a site, right, that you could be able to purchase and you don't have to go through T-Mobile. But if you go through their site, it actually sends you to a T-Mobile store if you want to go ahead and buy this. So just keep that in mind. The next one and the last one that we're going to look over is the MOFT phone stand. Now, here, let me turn this one over because this one is actually pretty cool. This one you could fold up as a stand, and you can be able to go ahead and set it up any way you want, whether it be landscape or portrait mode. And this one also has room for it to be a wallet. Now, this one did come up a little bit more. This one was actually $19.99 through Amazon. You could go to their website, which I recommend. If you're going to go ahead and purchase this, go through their website because sometimes they have some kind of promotions going on where it's buy two, you pay 15% off, any kind like that. I mean, to be honest with you guys, anytime you can save any kind of money on these things, why not, right? But let's go ahead and open these up and let's see how they are. All right, so here we have it then. So we have each one of these, and I have 3 phones that I could be able to go ahead and test it on. So first, let's go ahead and do the kickstand from Elfstorm. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this one up. Going to go right up against the edge of the phone there, and it's going to go right to the bottom of the case. See that? And then we're going to go ahead and push down on it. Make sure that it's nice and flat. Still got your symbol there. Okay, it looks good. Looks pretty good there in regards to how it looks up against the phone. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. So you could put it this way, right? You could put it this way if you wanted to, or you could go ahead and put it in your hand. Put your hand right in there, and now you could be able to go ahead and use it that way. That's pretty cool. I like that. And it stays with this phone. So that's that one. And again, that one's $10. All right. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to go with the other one that was 10 bucks. And that's the Ringke. The Ringke. Okay. Let's open up this one. Okay, it does tell you that there's a metal plate where it's at right there. So that way you could actually go ahead and stick this to your car. If you have a magnet on your car like I do, the one that I have in my car has a magnet, and that way I could be able to attach my phone to it. So this one is telling you that there's a metal plate right here, and that's going to be able to attach. So you could probably buy those magnets that are thin and put those on your car or in your house, in your office, or whatever it is, and that way you could be able to go ahead and attach the phone to that. So that's pretty cool. It also has the stand. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's go ahead and put it on the phone. Be perfect right there. Press down on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the quality of this thing. Can you guys be able to see this? Look at how they got the threading on it. Got some nice little background on it. Like a little netting in the back. That's pretty cool. And of course, the rest is all just nice little threading. Let's do the smell test on this. I know that's smells just like adhesive. Perfect. I was looking at maybe a little bit of a leathery smell to it, but yeah, no, that's not it. That's not the ticket. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, so let's see. So that's that. All right, so let's go ahead and see how we could be able to go ahead and put our cards in here. Let's go ahead and try it with one. Wow, actually, just putting one in there, it feels tight. Giggity. It feels tight just with one. So let's try two. I'm sure that the more you put in there, it's going to probably expand it. It's going to make it bigger. The thing is, you got to be very careful with these things because you don't want to put too much in there. And next thing you know, the adhesive, you heard that? The adhesive is going to start to open up on the edges. But I'm thinking that if you leave this overnight, I got 2 cards in there. That's all I have. And when you want them, you're supposed to push from here. Yeah, that's a little too tight. That's a little too tight for me. I think that maybe one, which would probably be your ID or your credit card. I'm going to go ahead and leave 2 of them in there though, because I want to see if it's able to go ahead and handle the both of them in there. Because come on, you know, yeah, you're going to walk around with your ID, but you're going to want a credit card in there as well. It's not just your ID card. Like what the hell, you know, no, you want both. So let me put that in there. There. So now both cards are in there. And as you see, this is where you would be able to go ahead and take out the stand. The stand is supposed to be this way, like that. So you could be able to use it this way if you want. You could be able to go ahead and use it this way, right? So it's pretty good. Has a little bounce to it. Oh, okay. So you could be able to use it that way. You could also go ahead and grab it. It makes you feel comfortable enough that you feel that you have something back here to help you balance the phone in your hand, right? So that way when you're reaching over to the other side of the phone, you don't feel like the phone is going to slip out of you. You feel a little bit more confident that that's back there. So that's pretty good. I like that. This is a good one. It's a nice, again, that's Ringke. You can be able to go ahead and do that. That's pretty cool. I like that. So that's that one. So we can put that to the side, right? And then the last one we're going to do, it's going to be the MOFT stand. This one was pretty interesting to me. I saw this and I was like, okay, this is something that I could fall in love with. So let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, so this is pretty cool. So if your phone has a glass on the back, this is a little something that you could be able to go ahead and peel and put this first onto your phone, and then you put this on top of that. And which is pretty cool because that way then, you know, remember we were talking about that whole cleanup adhesive and all that stuff? Yeah, well, it's not going to happen with that. So, all right, so let's go ahead and fix this phone here. This is the one that we're going to use. All right, so now we took it off. We have the MOFT there. Just put it on the phone. It's nice and centered. Perfect. All right, so now we go ahead and push down on this one as well. Looks pretty good. All right. So this one looks pretty nice. Look at that. It also has the stitching on the side there. This one is going to have this type of form, any kind of portrait view. You could also go ahead and do landscape if you want to go ahead and do it this way. And not only that, but this one's also going to be good if you want to go ahead and put your hand through it. So if you want to go ahead and put your hand through it and you want to go ahead and hold the phone and be able to reach out. Well, let me cancel. I'm about to call somebody. But you could be able to go and put your hand through it, and now you could be able to reach all the way across, feeling comfortable that you're not going to drop this phone from your hands when you're using it. You know, a lot of the times we try to reach over, you got, you know, small little hands like I do. It takes a while for you to get over there without feeling that you're going to drop this phone. But with this, thank God, it feels that pretty sturdy. It feels that it's going to be able to hold up. Let's go ahead and try putting some cards in there. See here, so I got my performance, I got my fossil one. Let's put that in there. See, this one feels a lot different. Look at this compared to the Ringke one, the Ringke one. The Ringke was very tight in there. But the second one, okay, the second one is not that bad. It's still good, nice, good room in there. But there you go. That's not bad. That looks pretty good. But now you have your two most valuable cards with you at all times with your phone. That to me shows me the 3 kickstands that would be pretty cool to have on your phone, and they're all nice and flat. You tell me which one you guys would like. I mean, if you go ahead and buy some of these, this one's going to be the flattest. But I got to tell you, the reason why this is the flattest is because you're not putting any credit cards in there. You're not going to put any credit cards. Are you using this kickstand? It's for what it is, a kickstand. That's it. This one is really tight when you're putting in your credit cards in there, right? It does give you a help because you do have access to the bottom part to be able to go ahead and put your nail in there, your fingernail, and just push it out, right? So you do have that, and it does help out, right? So it is there, okay? And this one is pretty good because they're pretty easy to come out. Look at this. I wouldn't be able to do that with the Ringke one. In fact, if I open this up, I don't think I could be able to grab it. No, I couldn't be able to grab it. So yeah, being down here in order for me to be able to push them out, it's pretty good. It helps out. But if that wasn't down there, I wouldn't be able to have that much of a easy time trying to take those cards out. But there you go. There you have it. So there's those 3 right there. Right? You have the MOFT, you have the Ringke, and then you have the kickstand. Right, so there you go. You have all 3 of them. Tell me which one you think is better for you that you would like to put on your phone. I will go ahead and put links to all 3 of them along with the pricing, so that way you guys know what you're going to be buying. And let's go ahead and keep doing more videos. More videos, more reviews, more unboxing. Guys, with that, I leave you guys. Be safe. Take it easy. And with that, I say goodbye. I think it's pronounced Ringke. I don't know. Maybe French? German? Maybe it's Spanish. If it's Spanish, it's Ringke. Supposed to be basically flat, if you could see this. Look at this. They're supposed to look basically fat, like you don't... There's a... Not fat. Well, fat is an what is P-H-A-T. I don't even know how to spell sometimes. I swear.